Greetings and welcome to Jeddah for what promises to be a thrilling Formula 2 race. So an interesting circuit, Jeddah. Like some other street circuits in the Formula 2 calendar, it's likely to present a formidable technical challenge, with a number of challenging turns for our young drivers to master. Plus, it's a hot track, and that high temperature has some big implications for tyre performance that they'll need to keep in mind in order to secure a good result. As we're now moments away from the off, let's take a look at the grid order in which they'll start today's race. A fantastic effort from Daniel Ticktum yesterday puts him on pole position, with Jehan Daruvala alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Drugovic, Lundgaard, Marcus Armstrong, and Pourchaire, Piastri, Fittipaldi, Nissany, Robert Schwartzman, Samaya, Beckman, Guan Yu Zhou, and Vishor, Boschong, Vips, Aitken, and Bent Fiscal. Zendelli, Sato, Deleda, and Liam Lawson rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. As we await the start of another hugely anticipated Formula 2 race, I'm joined again by Davide Valsecchi. Davide, as a former GP2 champion, can we get some insight to what is running through these young drivers' heads as they sit out on the grid?
Ciao Alex, it's a pleasure to be here. There are nervy moments, there is no doubts about that. Mental strength is the key to remaining calm and focusing on the upcoming race. Formula 2 is so competitive, and all of these drivers knows that they are going to be pushing each other all of the way. In this sport, you have to be able to control your nerves.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Okay, good work. Great pass. positions. Well done. Fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Gap to your teammate behind is 12.3 seconds. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations, well done.
It was touch and go for a while there, but High-Tech GP have done it. A great win. Davide, what do you think made the difference here?
This is why I love this sport. Their car dominated the track today. You could tell they went in full of confidence, with a clear strategy in place. They displays excellent knowledge of the track and made that count when it comes to some of those more tricky corners, allowing them to make huge gains on some of the less confident drivers. I guarantee the fans will certainly be talking about today for a long time to come.
And as they make their way down to the podium, there's no denying the strength of the High-Tech GP team. It was an incredible performance today, and they fully deserve to stand on the top step.
It's race day and our drivers are all out on the grid performing their final checks before we get underway here at the Bahrain International Circuit. Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36-mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities, and it could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakhir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. It's Sergio Perez on pole today, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Leclerc, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Sainz, Mick Schumacher, Gasly, Bottas, and Guan Yu Zhou, Fernando Alonso, Ocon, Kevin Magnussen, and Tsunoda, Norris, Albon, Lance Stroll, and Nicholas Latifi. Ricciardo and Sebastian Vettel starts from the back of the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the run down into turn one, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
Okay, you're in the top 10. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Green flag. Now use DRS now available. Car in front is 3.3 seconds. Verstappen has just put up the fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Okay, gap ahead is 5.5 seconds. And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
That's it then for another spectacular Grand Prix here in Bahrain. And a real champion's drive to take the win. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection. A shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win.